Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the Moon Magic Tarot channel and welcome to anyone who is new to my readings. Today we are asking for immediate guidance, something that Spirit really wishes to let you know about, communicate with you right now, and we will follow that through and see if there is any further information to assist you in the coming week. I do post these readings every single Sunday. At the moment as well, beautiful souls, I am posting quite a few additional pick a card readings with very clear astrological themes. There's so much going on astrologically around us at the moment. I feel like it's an ever-evolving story. You know, when you get your head into a really good story and you're wondering what's going to happen next and there's loads of twists and turns in the road. I feel like the astrological energy is a bit like that. Lots of doorways, portals of energy opening, different collaborations, different planetary energies either slowing down or pushing forwards or creating shifts. So this is a profound time at a level of soul and at a level of soul growth. So beautiful souls, without further ado, I am going to draw these cards and move on with the readings, but do watch out for these additional readings. I've just posted one about a pick a card reading about Venus in retrograde. I'll be posting more as we go, as we move through the next couple of weeks. Quite a lot of significant transformational turning points astrologically, or openings. So right, this card, as I shuffled and started to prepare, really showed itself. So I'm going to take this for pile one today. We'll be drawing 3 piles. We'll be drawing three cards to help to guide you into the 3 piles for today. That's pile 2. And we're also going to be drawing a rune for each one and also a charm as well for anyone who likes just a little bit of extra information. That's pile 3. Okay, so let's pop those cards to one side. So pile 1, you have Neptune. Here am I talking about planets, Neptunus, Neptune. So this is the card for pile 1. Pile 2, you have, oh my goodness me, I can't believe this. Here am I talking about astrological happenings and we have 2 planets showing up. This is extraordinary. So Neptune for pile 1, Saturn for pile 2. Wow, this just feels so very significant. What do we have? And then interestingly enough, we no longer have a planet. We now have vinegar, acetum or acetum. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that. Acetum, I think it's probably acetum. But vinegar, this is pile 3. Having said that, what a strong symbol here as well within this card. Such a strong symbol. So those are the 3 cards for the 3 piles today. Let's draw a rune and a charm for each as well. Okay, so this is pile 1. We have the rune of fertility. Pile 2, we have the rune of strength. And pile 3, next one, we have the rune of constraint. Okay, so those are our runes. And the charms for each. So pile 1, we have an angel wing. Oh, that's very beautiful. So pile 1, your charm is an angel wing. Pile 2, your charm is a little dragon. Can you see that? Beautiful little dragon. Let's put that there. And pile 3, your charm is, you have a cat. Lovely cat. So that is the charm for pile 3. Beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the camera running just for a few moments longer in case you need a little bit of extra time. And then I will see you in the readings in just a moment. because this is really about an immediate message from Spirit. And of course, as I said, we will follow through and see if there's anything to sort of follow on from that message to journey through the coming week. If you find yourself drawn to more than one pile, it may well be worth checking out both of those readings, particularly given that we're going through such major transitional times, because there may be more than one message here for you. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I feel incredibly excited for you, which is really interesting, because if any of you are finding yourself tossed and turned, let's say, by the kind of this really fascinating flow of energy that's around us all at the moment, you know, all these peaks and troughs and twists and turns of the story, I feel like you are about to be offered, or you have been offered, a portal or a gateway to some sort of spiritual pathway of progression. With the angel wing here, it feels like it's divinely guided. With the rune of fertility, it may well contribute to some aspect of your finances, but there's benefit coming to you here. There's benefit from some sort of spiritual practice or some kind of spiritual pathway that you are embarking on. And this card very specifically kind of acknowledges the higher vibrational energy of Neptune, which is that spiritual pathway, that spiritual journey, that spiritual awakening. And this is a rune of fertility, so there's potential here in some way, potentially, perhaps financially as well for some of you. But the lower vibrational energy of Neptune is, of course, that we sink into, you know, slightly delusional stuff, or we don't see things clearly. So this card asks you to kind of remain humble and grounded whilst also following that pathway, opening yourself up to that possibility. Now, I'm not going to say any more just yet. I feel we just need to draw cards. What message is coming through for pile 1, for my beautiful pile 1, please, Spirit? Let us ask. I think we will draw some oracle cards first. And I think, you know, we'll draw an Archangel Michael card as well. So, oracle cards, I think we'll use 2 from this pack. That seems to be showing to us. We're going to draw an Archangel Michael card. I'm really drawn to draw an affirmation card for you as well, actually, beautiful souls. And of course, tarot cards too. So let's draw an affirmation as well. Okay. And let's just draw your cards now. I've picked up my tarot pack that I'm using today, and the card at the bottom remained. So I'm going to bring this into your reading. Most definitely, it seemed to show itself straight away. There we have another. I am seeing this card, another on the base, and the one on the top. Right, let us see what we have, beautiful pile 1. The energy around you, beautiful souls, is buzzing. Buzzing? Do you know, it's not quite the right word, because it doesn't feel buzzing as in ploughing ahead and going forwards. I'm not saying you won't be, because I feel like there's an opening, a gift being offered to you. An opening, a portal. That's the word, portal. A portal is being opened for you, pile 1. That is what I'm hearing loud and clear. But it's tingly. That's what it feels like. The energy is tingling with potential, with excitement, with anticipation. That's the energy that I am personally feeling as I'm sitting in the resonance of this reading. So let's see what we have. So, tender trust, beloved body. Look at this looking ahead. How interesting. We then have the card of anchor to fly. Now this is so in alignment with what I was saying about being humbly grounded whilst stepping through the portal of energy or portal of opportunity, which is very spiritually connected, that's being offered to you. Anchor to fly. This is like having a vision and then being prepared to commit to it. Sort of daring to trust, daring to step through that portal, that doorway. There are lots of shifts that are connected to the potential of stepping through some significant portals. I will be doing more readings this week around that subject, so do watch out, Super Souls. If you want to get notification of any of my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. Or if not, if you just, when you sign into YouTube, if you just search the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel, you should be able to access all the videos on my homepage. But this is, yeah, look at this, Anchor to Fly. Then you have a card of confidence. Have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me to realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. This is about handling this transitional energy that's around you. And then we have your affirmation card, which says, I am deeply loved by the universe. Can you? I don't know if we can sit there. Yes, now we can see it. I am deeply loved by the universe. I'm very struck by the hands in both of these cards. Look, isn't that interesting that we have, on the one hand, we have hands in prayer, but with energy coming through, like there's a nugget here of gold, and then it's moving forth, and this droplet actually looks like an egg. On the other hand, we have hands here, almost like playing with energy, moving energy. If any of you are drawn to any kind of energy work from a career pathway point of view, or even in a personal healing way, any kind of energy work, anything, and I want to say anything, even if it seems a little far out of the box for you, I think you're really being asked to look ahead and sort of, yeah, remain grounded whilst following through with something. We need more information. So we have the Three of Wands. Oh my goodness me, 2 threes. So we have the Three of Wands, the Three of Discs. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Wands. I think there is an offer of something. Super Souls, if you don't know what it is yet, it will be coming. This is a here and now reading. It's what does the universe, what does Spirit wish you to know about right here and right now. There's an offer of something. Someone has come in and offered you something. I think it leads you. I mean, everything in your reading is leading in a direction. The hands, the discs, the wands. I suspect for most of you this is not new. This actually is something that you are fully aware of, okay? I don't think it's new to you, because the threes are very much a turning point in the progress of something. It's the Three of Discs it's like a point of celebration where something has arrived, or resources have come together, or something is possible, but now we need to take action and kind of bring it forward. So it's like this early stage of promise. If you're writing a book, for example, it's like you've written the outline and now you have to sit down and actually write the actual book. You've got to do it. You've got to create it. You've got to make it. There's something around here. It's very creative. It's very passionate. There's a very dynamic opportunity, I think, here to make something very real. Now, we also have here the Princess of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So I think there is an opportunity here to bring something forth this week, or to initiate something. That's what I want to say. When I say initiate, so trying to explain clearly what I mean. It's not a brand new beginning. I actually do think because of the threes, this is something that you already know about. This is the point when you can do something with this something, and you can take it forward. You've received it. You may even have been sitting on it, this sort of nugget, and wondering whether you would move it forwards or not. This is the time to pick it up and kind of run with it. Go with it. It has absolute spiritual connections, whatever it is for you. I do think for many of you it's connected to some aspect of your working world, potentially, with the discs here. And I will say you'll love it. You'll love the outcome. You'll love it's just loaded with possibility, and it leads you to some, almost like some sense of completion, some sense of wholeness with the Ten of Cups, I feel. It's like it's a really perfect match for you. Yeah, if you've been working on a project and you've been wondering whether to take it forwards, this is the time to do so. Or that book that you've been working on, you've kind of formulated the idea, you've done the groundwork, it's time to move it forwards. You're going to love this. The outcome is going to feel fruitful. It's time to anchor it and fly with it as well. And trust. Because there is something within this, perhaps because it is of a spiritual dimension, perhaps because it is a pathway that takes you into the realms of something that it could fit. Some of you feel, let's say, a risk as such. I mean, we don't have cards that are associated with risk as such here. But I do feel it leads you into new dimensions. Neptune is all about spiritual pathways, higher dimensions, your connectivity to your higher self, to the bigger picture. There's a much bigger picture going on here. It could be something that is leading you to make a contribution that will be significant in the bigger picture. You have a part to play, as it were. Have confidence. The rune of fertility is telling us that this portal, this gateway, has real potential to bring something to fruition, whether it is personal satisfaction and the love. You are also being asked to do it for the love of doing it. There's a really interesting message coming here for you, pile one. You're being asked to do it for the love of doing it. And yet simultaneously you're also being told that it will bring to you something of a longer term goal. But it will lead, I think, to financial success. Fertility is a rune of potential. Ten of Cups, satisfaction, personal satisfaction. You're being asked though with the Princess of Cups here as well. Do it for the sake of doing it. Embark on it for the sake of write that book because you can. Write that book because it can lead to you contributing. I was about to say contributatoring. I feel like I'm creating words. I quite like that. I'm just going to go with that. Contributatoring to a new world. I feel like it's almost like a new world order, a new way of being. Remove ego, remove need. Trust. Tender trust. Trust that there is a bigger picture that, I love this. I almost feel like I'm looking at someone's power animal, looking to the future and seeing, all knowing. And this lovely little person beneath is not really able to quite have that view. But the message for you is clear. A portal is being offered to you. I think you know what it is. Do it for the sake of doing it. Love it for the sake of loving it. There is actually potentially a really fruitful and, possibly financially rewarding outcome. But the main thing is you're actually going to love it for the sake of loving it. I almost feel like the financial gain at the end is a bit like the cherry on the top of the cake. Do it for the sake of doing it. Love it for the sake of loving it. I feel like it's going to bring you alive. Yeah, there's a sense of wholeness coming in here. Whatever this is for you, my beautiful souls, it is around you already. It's been offered. There's, I think, or it's you've thought of it already, but you haven't perhaps yet had the confidence to follow through with it. You've thought of it. You've been possibly even procrastinating a little bit. It's time to sort of start to actually make it happen, rather than just being grateful for the idea and pondering it. It's time to actually channel that through. That is another message coming through, that your process, your progress and process, I think probably will sort of involve channeled information. I think that you will potentially, let's say if we use that analogy of the book, I think you'll find that the progress of the book, the emergence of it, it's almost as if you will be guided and steered through this to bring it to fruition. It's time for you to play with the energy and actually make it real. We have this here. Yes, anchor to fly. Make it real. Fly with it, but remain grounded. You're bringing something forth. You're going to actually do something here. You're going to take it forward with these threes. And you are going to love it. You really, really are. Do it for the sake of doing it. I feel like you'll be guided. So I almost feel like I'm slightly doing a bit of a yes, or you know those yes-no readings. I did a very short answer yes-no reading must be about a week ago, I think, maybe, on the channel. And thank you all of you who said you love the shortness, and also thank all of you who said, you know, please continue with the bigger pick a card readings too. I am going to be doing both. So, but I do feel this is one of those, almost like if it was a yes no answer, this would be a yes. You know, so whatever this is on your immediate horizon, I think you know what it is. I think the answer is categorically yes. There's a need to take it forwards, to take action. With the Knight of Wands, you actually have to take some action. You have to make it happen. Do it for the sake of doing it. Love it for the sake of loving it. And in the longer term, with these two cards, I think you are going to get potentially, well, I think it's going to be successful, basically, not only in loving it, but I also think potentially there is a financial benefit to this, even though your primary motivation is about doing it for the sake of doing it, and doing it for the sake of making a contribution or being in service to a bigger picture. It's almost one of those magical moments when you follow something through spiritually, because that's your calling or your purpose in this moment, and then ultimately your contribution turns into something that's unbelievably financially rewarding as well. Pile one, this is your message for today. This is your message for this week. I am sending you all the love in the world. This looks just to be a magical, I'm going back to that word, portal of opportunity for you. Don't forget to tune into any of the readings I'm posting at the moment, which are all to do with the different bits of astrological stuff that's going on, which is so exciting. And it does feel like an ever-evolving story, but there are pockets of distinct energy coming through with all these different astrological happenings that can really support us on our journey. So, beautiful souls, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to get any of my readings as soon as I post them. Do check out the channel if you want to, the homepage, if you want to look for some of those other readings, such as yes or no, or how will this proceed, how will this evolve and move on. If you are having a wobble, need some extra support, I have a playlist full of timeless readings which answer all sorts of questions and are always there at any time as a resource. So, beautiful pile one. Have an amazing week. Your messages are very, very clear. Tons and tons and tons of love to you. And thank you, all of you, yes, for subscribing, liking, sharing. And also to those of you who choose to give back as well, actually, through the super thanks. And also for those of you who give back on Patreon, where I do my extra tutorials and my all zodiac sign readings. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. And thank you for being here today. Hey, pile two, welcome. I'm very blown away by getting two planets for the first two readings. Just amazing, really. Now, Saturn is, gosh, a great teacher. Sometimes, gosh, Saturn energy can feel quite heavy going and a bit frustrating and as if we're being blocked. But my goodness me, Saturn will also support us to bring something forth in real terms. We've got a little dragon here, which is very beautiful, and the rune of strength. Strength, this rune, Aries, it speaks of terminations and new beginnings. What it also, I always feel, kind of speaks to me in my readings is it tells me the universe has my back. So I want to say that the universe has your back in something. It may be that there's some weeding and pruning going on around you with this scythe. Weeding and pruning in order to bring something forth or to make it real. It may even be weeding and pruning in order to, I don't know, give time to bring something forth in real terms. Let's just draw more cards. There's a fascinating kind of slightly push-pulling kind of energy around this reading for me, actually, as I'm sitting here with this. I say for me, I mean, obviously this reading isn't for me, it's for you guys, but I sit in the energy of a reading and I listen to that energy. And I feel like I've got a bit of a push-pull energy within me, like I don't quite know whether to go forwards or I'm pulling back, or if I go forwards, like I'm pushing to go forwards, as if I'm slightly pushing against the tide. I'm not sure what this is about. May we ask for clear information, please, for pile 2, my beautiful, beautiful souls. Pile 2, Spirit, may we have information. So we have Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. Can you see there is a red light there? And you're crossing some tracks here. Okay. And then we have, how interesting, this came out, Tender Trust, Beloved Body. This card was present in reading 1. For any of you that were guided to reading 1, it may have some relevance for you too. But I'm not going to say any more just now, really. I want to do this clearly as a very distinctly different reading. Yes, something with the red light, something has stopped. There's been a red light. That's what I'm feeling, this push-pull energy. It's like you want to move something forwards, but something has stopped you or been in the way, or it's stopping you from, it's like I feel like you can sort of see where you want to be going. This is the thing, you can see where you want to go, and yet there's passion here. It may be that you're feeling a bit frustrated actually with the dragon, little fire-breathing dragon here. More cards we need, beautiful souls. Let's draw an Archangel Michael card. May we have more information, Spirit, please, for pile 2. What message do they need to know about right now? And any additional information, please, to assist. What can we be shown for pile 2 right here and right now? Do you know, I actually feel that is your card. Let's draw some tarot cards for you as well, beautiful souls. May we have information, please, for pile 2. What message needs to come through for pile 2 right now? What do pile 2 absolutely need to know, to hear about, and also potentially to know how to proceed with right here and right now? May we please have further information for pile 2. I think that is your last card. Okay, we have your affirmation. I live in the paradise of my own creation. Okay. How interesting, sitting under Saturn. This is interesting. Then we have admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. The prayer, Archangel Michael, I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. Okay, right, your reading is becoming clearer. It really, really is. But I am going to just look at your tarot cards as well. Yes, you have the Ace of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords. It's interesting, it did come out in the reverse position. We have the Nine of Discs, and look, she's carrying a scythe again here. Princess of Swords. Oh my goodness me. We have Strength again. We have the Three of Cups. And then, yes, the card of Strength again. Just going to place that over there for you. Right. I actually want to say really, really clearly, and whatever the red light is, Spirit wishes you to move beyond it. Maybe some of you are seeing something in black and white terms, but there is a different way of viewing this. I think there's a clarity of thought that is needed here. My beautiful pile too. It's that, do you know, I'm even feeling like that push-pull energy is within me as I'm reading your cards. I feel like you're seeing a red light when in reality there isn't one. I'm not saying that, forgive me, that I'm not saying that there isn't a red light, but I think you're seeing a red light as a definite, in black and white terms, you're seeing a red light as an absolute stop. I'm not going to be able to get beyond this. I can't do it. And actually, your message is really clear. It's saying you can. Okay? Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. You can do something. You can move beyond something. You can look to the future. I feel like we're being told it's safe for you to trust. That's what's coming through. It's safe for you to trust. 3 of Cups. It's safe for you to trust. It's safe for you to be vulnerable. It's safe for you to take a risk. The weeding and the pruning in this instance is actually about letting go of any negativity from within you that is holding you back. The stuff that we tell ourselves, I can't, or it won't happen, or this person isn't trustworthy, or, you know, the stuff that we get into. Now, I'm not saying there isn't real stuff going on around you, my beautiful souls, that is feeling restrictive or as if it's stopping you or blocking you, but you are being guided to almost like to cross regardless. Even though there's a red light, just cross. You're going to be guided. It's fine. This is okay. Move ahead with confidence. Acknowledge your fears, acknowledge your concerns, acknowledge your frustrations. But this is not a black and white situation, beautiful souls. It is not black and white. Acknowledge your vulnerability with the card of Strength. I live in the paradise of my own creation. With the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, I mean, it can be a real dark night of the soul card. I like this 9 of Swords in this pack because I always feel it's kind of saying, you know, let's throw all these swords up in the air. Let's juggle them around a bit and you know, and then work out which ones we're going to work with and which ones we're not, which are appropriate to carry and which are not. Do you know, this reminds me of a beautiful exercise. I'm going to share it with you. I hope this is okay in the middle of your reading, but it was taught to me by one of my own, well, my greatest all-time ever mentor. And I was shown this. It's something that, it was a Native American exercise, tradition, a way of doing something, a way of tackling something. To take a bowl and to go out into the countryside. Honestly, you could do this in your home if you don't have access to the countryside, but in this instance, we were outdoors when we were shown this. Take a bowl or a cup or a vessel of some sort. And we were shown to, or asked to, walk around, and with every concern or worry that we had, we were to pick up an object, whether it was a twig or a leaf or a rock or a stone or whatever it might be. But an object of some sort, and each worry we were to pick it up and put it into the bowl. And we were given some time to wander around and just contemplate all the things that were on our mind and come back with a bowl with whatever was in it. And we all came back actually with bowls that were really, really full. And You could do this just around your house. You could even do it with bits of, you know, I don't know, pasta or something, or anything that you can find that you could pick up, either different objects or different pieces of pasta, where you pick them up and put them in a cup or a bowl, and each one represents one of your concerns or worries. I quite liked using natural objects. That worked for me. And it felt very much as if they offered themselves to be used. There was preparation in our intent for this exercise anyway. But, you know, as it goes, whatever works for you. Then when we sat down afterwards, we were asked to really, in a very contemplative kind of way, to pick out each one and review that worry and decide whether it was ours to carry, whether it was our responsibility to be trying to fix it, to consider whether we could do something or not, whether it should remain in the bowl or not remain in the bowl. You know, and it was remarkable. By the time we had all really spent a really good amount of thoughtful time considering what we could realistically, genuinely work with, what was actually ours to do something with and what wasn't. I mean, it's like this weeding and pruning energy. And letting go of responsibility for things that were not our responsibility, but keeping hold of those things that are, which is what Saturn energy is all about. Interesting, I've just noticed, look at this, your affirmation. Natural objects, flowers, grasses, herbs coming in here. And look how they're diminishing. They start and they get smaller. And this is what happened. By the time we had finished, I have to tell you, I started out with a massive bowl. It was piled high. By the time I finished, I had just a few manageable things in there, and I could then go away and think about what I could actually do about them. It took away this real Nine of Swords overload kind of energy. And it gave clarity, which the Ace of Swords is offering here, actually, in this reading. Weeding and pruning. Working out what is yours to carry, what you can do, what you can't do. I'm really feeling this Nine of Discs is offering us this. It's like this transformation from the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Discs. And with the Princess of Swords again, you know, she's very dynamic. You know, this is this sort of warrior energy. She's not going to carry stuff that is not hers to carry. And it frees the energy up. The Three of Cups is all about celebration. So I'm feeling that you're being asked to do an exercise that's rather like that. The universe has your back. You're carrying more than your fair share. And a vast amount in your bowl, metaphorically, is not potentially yours to carry. And you're carrying more worries than you need to. And energetically, this is becoming a part of your creation process. And it's going to add to the frustration rather than give you clarity. And I think with the Ace of Swords and this sort of black and white energy, things are not black and white. They're not clear cut. But it doesn't mean that everything is yours to carry. It's interesting, that polarity, that push and pull energy. On the one hand, things are not black and white. You're not stuck with everything getting in the way of you moving forwards. On the other hand, there is some clear-cut thinking to be done here to work out what's yours to carry and what isn't. Weeding and pruning. Put down the stuff that you can't do and do the stuff you can. This is your energy because you're being guided. At the moment it feels like there's a big red light in front of you. You're feeling like everything is being blocked, and it's not. Or you're being asked to at least do what you can do energetically from within to create that shift. And then things are going to flow. You're going to not just see your way forwards, but you're going to be able to move forwards to the next stage of something. The threes are always a sort of a turning point where we reach a plateau. I always think if you're climbing Mount Everest, it's kind of like you've got to base camp. And you now need to evaluate and assess what you're actually going to carry up the mountain. You carry a lot of stuff to base camp, but you're not going to carry everything to the top of the mountain. You're now going to get discerning, work out what you need and what you don't need, so you can then progress. And then the journey is ahead of you. So it's a point of celebration because, wow, you've got to base camp. That's amazing. But you don't look at the mountain and think, I'm never going to get up there with all this stuff. You actually just look at the mountain and you think, okay, I'm going to get there. What do I actually need in order to get me there? And I'll leave the rest just here. That's the kind of flavour of your reading, my beautiful pile 2. I feel your message is very clear. It's a here and now message with information about potentially how to proceed in the coming week if you so wish. We always have conscious free will and choice. Beautiful souls, I'm just sending you all the love in the world. Put down those concerns, work out what's yours and what isn't. And I think your week will begin to flow, and that energy of potential frustration and blockage, you're going to move beyond it. You're being guided beyond. That is what's happening this week. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Beautiful pile 2, it's a privilege to read for you. I am posting, as I may have mentioned at the beginning, a ton of readings. The energy is unbelievable in terms of the astrological happenings, these portals of gateways and openings and shifts and changes. So if you're interested in looking at the pick a card readings for all of these individual astrological signs, I will be posting them ongoing for a little while because there's so much happening at the moment. But if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, my readings should come into your stream. Thank you all of you who are subscribing. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you all of you who tune in with my readings every week. It's such a privilege and an honour to read for you. Thank you to all of you who decide also to give back and give back through the super thanks. You know, your contributions really do help me to maintain the channel, so thank you. And also thank you all of you who give back through Patreon, where I do my all zodiac sign readings and tutorials. Beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Go, go, go. Yeah, do what you need to do to shift that energy. Beautiful pile 2. Tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you in another reading really soon. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the card, I think it is pronounced acetum, but it's vinegar. It's about vinegar, which is a remarkable substance because it can preserve things. It's how we preserve food for the winter. However, it's very, very strong. If you have too much vinegar, it can make the taste of something not taste very good. So very interesting. This card does tend to indicate something that's leaving a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth. We also have the cat here, the charm of the cat looking forward. And we have the rune of constraint, which I find very interesting because for me this rune's, okay, it suggests that you need some patience around something. It can also really suggest that you need to look at something. It's like when fishermen can't go to sea, they mend their nets. This card also actually says, I love the saying, there's a saying quoted in the book that comes with these cards, and it really stayed with me when I read these through. It says, it is productive to look at your past, but not to stare. Okay, and I'm really curious that the rune of constraint seems to be looking back. Maybe there is some attention to detail that needs to be seen, something that needs to be seen, but only because you can learn from it in order to then look ahead. The cat is looking forward. So let us draw more cards. Let us ask for my beautiful pile 3. What message, what immediate message does Spirit have for my beautiful pile 3 right here, right now? That is your first card. I am actually seeing that card there. So what message does Spirit have for you right here and right now? And we're also going to inquire about any additional information that needs to be brought into this reading for you. Any additional information, particularly given that that cat is looking ahead. Almost feel like maybe we're being shown something, and it maybe we're given information about how also to move forwards from something. If it's feeling either restrictive or it's left a sour taste in your mouth, whatever that may be. That's your Archangel Michael card. And I'm actually going to dive straight into your tarot cards as well. Now the card at the bottom really was sort of clinging as I picked up this pack, so I'm going to place that there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to draw a couple more. May we have information, please? More information for pile 3 today. More information for my beautiful pile 3. Okay. Let us have a look and see what we have. So we have grandmother of love, granddaughter of life. What a turning point around you. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Then we have let your world spin on its axis. Gosh, something turning your world upside down. Your affirmation card says, I am safe to be my true, authentic self. Gosh, this card, this figure, I mean, she's filled with the universe. It's like she has galaxies within her. Have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Something has happened that's left a bad taste in your mouth, or reminded you of the past. For some of you, it could even be literally something from the past, or someone from the past has popped up in your world. And I'm not saying it's thrown you off track as such. I don't feel like you're having a massive wobble per se, but I do feel it has reminded you of the past. Or maybe you've welcomed somebody in from the past and then realised that they haven't actually grown at all. That feels quite strongly resonant here. Yeah, we have the 5 of discs. It's time to put the past to bed, and also actually to move away with the 8 of cups. It's like making a choice to leave something behind. We have the card of justice, the Queen of Wands. Gosh, I want to say there's been a bit of a mix and match. Odd cards coming through that have tuned in with all readings this week in completely different ways. We then have the Sun and the 9 of discs. I say that because the 9 of discs was in the previous reading as well. I'm going to place that up here because I feel that is relevant here. And then the Sun over here on the Have Confidence card. I do actually think something has happened that has literally, it's left a sour taste in your mouth. It hasn't exactly stopped you per se, but you're now having to navigate. It. Look, you're an old soul, and you are evolving. You're emerging. You're at the threshold of a lot of new energy, a lot of empowerment, actually taking charge of your own world with the Queen of Wands. What is sort of happening is that there's something that you didn't expect. It literally has come up. Either you've welcomed somebody back into your world hoping that they had grown and they haven't, or you have something's come up that's pressed your buttons, tipped you back into some sort of past stuff. It is productive to look at your past, but not to stare. Okay? If there's a slightly unpleasant taste in the mouth, it's giving you information because it's time to do something different. As you move forwards into a space of genuine empowerment, there will be some weeding and pruning to do. There will be some people that you're going to not take with you. I feel like you're on the verge of a new life, a breakaway, a new doorway opening, a new phase of soul growth, of evolution. And it's one that you are choosing. It's a voyage you are choosing to embark upon. But it does actually mean leaving some circumstances or people behind. And you do have to be really clear. I genuinely think that whatever has happened, you didn't actually see it coming. You just didn't see it coming. But the irony is it's really fruitful. Can you see, even though I almost wanted to say, even though the wool is pulled over his eyes, even though there is a cape here, so there's something he didn't see, something you didn't see coming. There's a huge amount of fertility in this. We have a butterfly, we have what looks like it could be corn, but there's a plant here. Within this situation, there's a real benefit. Let your world spin on its axis. Do somersaults. Approach it differently. If this kind of circumstance would once have drawn you in, then don't let it draw you in. It's safe to be your true authentic self. You don't have to comply. You actually don't have to be restricted by something. I'm genuinely seeing you choosing to sail off into a sort of a new, I wanted to say sail off into a new sunset, but it's like sailing into a new dawn simultaneously. It actually is time for you to leave or let go of someone who's, or a circumstance. It's either someone, circumstance, or both, that I just feel like they haven't grown as much as you. You're growing at a faster pace, or you're an old soul and they're not a very old soul. With the cat, I feel it's time for you to embark on a new phase of life. This is what I was speaking about right at the beginning. There are all these doorways, portals of opportunity, and we're all at different levels, irrespective of your actual physical age and stage of development. At a soul level, we're all at different ages and stages of soul growth. The circumstance and the people attached to that circumstance or an individual is not in the same zone as you. They haven't emerged. They haven't grown. I think you rather thought they had, or rather hoped they had. I almost feel like this is time for you to celebrate you. I actually feel like you don't even have to get involved. And that's part of the changing of a pattern. You're not under any obligation to explain yourself or justify with the card of justice, or justify why you are choosing to do something differently. All that needs to be known is that you are because you can, and it's you, and it's right for you. That's it. That's it. Real clear, sort of almost like, I feel like I want to make a statement of intent. If you think of vinegar as being, if you spill it and you don't wipe it up, it's corrosive. It can eat away at things. On the other hand, it can preserve stuff. It can, safeguard food for the future. But it is corrosive. And, when you use it in cooking, it can be fabulous, but not if you put too much in. It has to be in balance. Something's happened, and I don't believe it's thrown you completely, but I do think it's like it's come to your awareness. This is what it feels like. When you just suddenly think, my gut feeling on that was, this isn't feeling quite right. Or I don't feel quite comfortable with that. You feel like something's going on that you're not quite fully aware of. Well, that information is good information. It's been shown to you so that you can be really clear-cut about your own position of empowerment. Everything is about taking charge of what is right for you without having to justify or accommodate anybody else's perspectives. You don't have to enter into any kind of justification, any conversations. You simply need to continue on your pathway of growth, doing what is right for you. And do it with joy. Let your world spin on its axis. Don't feel that if you are someone who's always justified what you're doing to people, you don't have to do that. Just be you. That is enough. You being you, doing what you wish to do, following your own pathway, being your authentic self. And if that means letting go of someone or something or a circumstance that is not resonating with you, then it is absolutely right that you do so. Excuse me. I think that's really interesting. I went to take in a breath. I wanted to say, with courage and conviction, have confidence. And as I took in my breath, it was almost as if it was so dry. And I can assure you, I've had plenty of fluids and liquids today before even doing these readings. It's like I took that sharp intake of breath, and it literally caught me in a way that stopped me, and I almost needed to cough or splutter. There's something of that energy here. It's like something has shown up and you've taken that, wow, that's not okay. And what was happening, I was literally wanting to say with real courage and conviction, have confidence. With the sun here, have confidence, look ahead, do it differently. Don't be afraid to do a little bit of weeding and pruning. You're going to come out of this on top. I love this Nine of Discs because she carries this scythe. But she's a cultivator. She's cultivated. There's honeysuckle here. She's cultivating sweet rewards. The Nine of Discs is a card that I always feel it has this wonderful sense of self-satisfaction about it. A wonderful sense of self-satisfaction. Because you've done what's right for you. You've cultivated something. You've moved it forwards. With the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Discs, move forwards with confidence. That's the biggest. Move forwards with confidence and accept the fact that it's productive to look at your past but not to stare. It's productive to see if somebody is showing up and behaving in the same way, even if it's not someone coming in from your past. If it's someone new who's behaving like someone who behaved in a particular way in your past, and you recognize it and think, ooh, don't like that, lay it to rest. Don't dwell in it. Don't dive into it. Just, it's like doing cartwheels away. Sail away from this. Your reading is so clear. Don't buy into it. Don't remain connected. Just know that it is what it is. The fact that it's not resonating and it's not fitting and it left you with an uncomfortableness or a gut feeling that didn't feel quite right. This is all you need to know to let go of it and move beyond. That is all you need to know. Whatever has taken place that's created this, it feels like it is very here and now, and yet it does connect to something from your past. That's absolutely for sure. But you've grown. You're way beyond this. Whole life is unfurling for you, or unfolding, with the cat looking ahead. Another life. Pile 3, your reading is so clear. Whatever this potential restriction around you, or whatever has pressed your buttons or shown, it doesn't even feel like a big pressing of buttons. It's just a sort of, oh gosh, that doesn't feel so good. It's not, in a way there's a sadness around it and a bad taste in your mouth, but it also doesn't feel so radical that it's knocked you completely off balance. But it's caused you to have a pause for thought with good purpose. Good purpose. You can see it for what it is. Move along. Your reading is clear, pile 3. This is a here and now message from Spirit with really clear guidance as to how to navigate beyond this as the coming week emerges. Beautiful souls, I post these readings for immediate guidance every Sunday. Thank you to all of you who follow them week in, week out. It's such a privilege and an honour to read for you. I also do post lots of other readings. Thank you for the feedback, you guys, on the quick answer readings. I've done a couple now, just felt quite drawn to a particular question, and I do need to reassure you, those are not replacing my pick a card, my bigger pick a card readings. I'm still doing my bigger pick a card readings, and they are very much focused on all of these different planetary happenings at the moment. So do subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to get notification as soon as I post them. These quick answer readings, along with the shorts, they are there for to touch base with for guidance in the here and now in a quick way if you need them. But they are kind of extras. The main pick a card readings are still coming through, as they always have been doing for a long time now on my channel. So thank you so much, though, all of you, for your feedback. Beautiful souls, thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. And yes, do press the little bell icon if you want to be notified as soon as I post anything, any new readings. Thank you also all of you who've chosen to give back through the super thanks. It is really lovely that you are offering that generosity to help to support the channel. And thank you also all of you who are with me on Patreon and supporting my work over there. Well, supporting my work through that ongoing contribution. That is where I do my all zodiac sign readings and also tutorials. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Tons and tons and tons of love to you.